And we're going to actually mute your phones during the presentation, and then when we have time, we'll unmute your phones. So with that,
does anybody have any questions?
Yeah, does anyone have any questions before we unmute your phones? Does anyone have any questions before we start? Can anyone hear us?
Yeah, maybe we should just check if the
I can hear you.
Okay, great. That's at least one. That's good. Should we do introductions or?
If you'd like.
Yeah, actually, I'd like to do introductions, and this is always hard on the phone because you got to figure out when to jump in. But how about the most motivated person introduce themselves, and then we'll just kind of go around a little bit before we get started. I'm kind of curious who's from where, and that will help me focus on certain things in the presentation. So please introduce yourselves. Actually, before that, there's a couple of people in the room. Please introduce yourself in the room.
Horace Williams from Liberty Plugins.
Evaldo Costa, Universidade de Lisboa, pesquisador. Evaldo Costa, research from Lisbon University.
Good morning. Lindsay Tanimoth, California Energy Commission, the EV team lead.
Gil Tal from the UC Davis team.
Wei Ji from the UC Davis.
And Mike Nichols from UC Davis. And on the phone, could you guys go around?
This is Michael Neward with the Bay Area Air Quality Management District.
Susan Friedman with San Diego Association of Governments.
Chengfeng Wang with Bay Area Air Quality Management District.
Jeff Jones with Los Angeles Department of Water and Power.
Okay, I think there's probably a few more people on the phone. If we don't get to that, fine. But anyone else? Okay. So I think isn't there like 10 people on the phone?
I've got 10 online and 10 on the phone.
All right, let's get started. So I'm glad that you guys are here, and we're very pleased.
The conference has been muted.
We're very pleased to, and actually you guys you're muted now, so please raise your hand on the web interface if you have a question. So we're very happy to be here to talk about our EV Planning Toolbox. This is the culmination of several years of work where we've taken our surveys and the early experience we've had with EV buyers and put that into a planning toolbox. So what have we learned so far, and how can we apply that in an easy manner? And what it's designed to do is let anyone, whether they be in government, auto manufacturers, anyone who would like to look at the problem of infrastructure and do a little bit of scenario analysis in the future, that's what you can do with this tool. So today's overview, I'm just going to give you kind of a timing overview. It is 3 hours. We're going to talk about the research behind the tools first for about 2 hours, and then we're going to do a tool run-through for about 1 hour. And that shows you, okay, what are all the levers you can pull. And so there are 3 areas that we've worked on this tool, and the first one is market, because people actually have to buy the cars to want to be able to charge. And so people buy plug-in electric vehicles. We've done a lot of work on who's buying them and where do they live in a spatial context. So once you find out where they live, you can find out where they work, and based on what kind of car they have, what kind of workplace charging would they need. And then fast charging is one of these issues that you have to look a little bit wider and look at where do people go, maybe on an infrequent basis, and what's the applicability and application of fast charging. And then we'll go through the tool demonstration, again, market, workplace, and fast charging. So the background is this is a CEC peer-funded project, and so we're going to be giving these tools away for free. Anyone can send me an email, and we can send you the tools. And the reason we can do this is because CEC has funded us to do this, and we actually like to do it this way also, so people can do their own scenario analysis if they so choose, and take advantage of some of the stuff that we've been looking at in the past couple of years. So it's organized under the California Center for Sustainable Communities. And the project started out is assessing the needs from metropolitan planning organizations regarding the needs and build tools to help planning chargers for EVs. And so out of that interview process, and we certainly didn't get everyone, but the people we did talk to, they told us what we wanted, what they wanted. One of the things we didn't expect is a consumer tool called the EV Explorer. They wanted something for their more consumer-facing for their constituents, and then more traditionally, tools for GIS professionals. So ArcGIS, and that's the Market Tool, Workplace Tool, and Fast Charging Tool. So I'll run through the EV Explorer. Actually, maybe it's better to, actually, is this going to work? Yeah, so is it all set up? Okay, share. So we'll just show real quickly the EV Explorer. You can actually look at that link there and kind of play with it yourself as we go through this. But okay,